Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. Bringing it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll leave it with him. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The give is to Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Running into the open space. Wide open spaces. The tag. Touchdown, Knowles. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Down a touchdown right out of the chute. They'll try to keep their first drive alive by converting on 4th down from their own territory. Makes the grab past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
The Wildcats will hustle with the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On third down, going up top. Got his man quickly. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Third down, man. I think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. But this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. They go to the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Throwing right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Going right to work up top. A little screen to the running back. To the 10. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Makes the grab. Turning on the Jets. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. And into the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. He'll pull it down and run. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Punt is in the air. And he loses the football. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
You got to give these Gunners a lot of credit on this punt coverage unit. They did a great job on the perimeter, beating the double team and then using their speed to get down the ball carrier. And then how about creating the takeaway, creating the turnover? It doesn't get better than that.
The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Defense not showing press coverage. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to throw. It's Castellanos. Looking left. Got his man. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the air on first down. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted deep in his own end. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break.
That's the end of the first half with the game tied.
The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. The Wildcats are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. Just keeps slinging it. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Catch in the middle, it's Hester. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they... at the 40. And the Wildcats are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Wide receiver comes in motion. action on first down. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Fires on the move. He makes the catch. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
To the air, it's Castellanos. Under fire. Makes a man miss. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Touchdown Seminoles. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Coming out with it, it's Zimmerman. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's ball. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got him. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. And you see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
To the air on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. Grabs it inside the 15. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Wideout trying to get it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down.
Touchdown, Wildcats! The offense cashing it in on that drive. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Wants to pass. Makes the catch. The 2-point conversion is good.
And that is a decision offensively that potentially gets you fired as a head coach if you don't come through with that. You could have just tied the game with an extra point, but instead you go for two to take the lead, and they get it. Wow.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Using his feet to buy time. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. On the run, still looking. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
This quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to swing it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Copeland. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Knowles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give is to Williams. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You got to call the game to win it right now. Less than a minute to go. A field goal is going to do it for you. Every time you drop back and throw the ball, you're risking taking a sack. So if you're going to throw it, the ball's got to come out quickly. But I think at this juncture, you'd love to be able to run and give your field goal kicker a chance.
Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. And this one is perfect. And now they regain the... Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a fellow SEC